Hey there, Theo here. Yesterday I was talking with a long-time client of ours about the beginning of his project and the steps that he went through. What a journey that was. We started from scratch and built a competitive and now strong digital project. At some point during our conversation, we started talking about his first expectations and how we now realize that those expectations were maybe a little bit unrealistic for the point in which the project was in that period. After closing up with him, I realized that he wasn't the only one with great expectations at the beginning of a project. A lot of our customers have great expectations, but those expectations are unfortunately not always realistic. So today I want to talk about expectations. More specifically, I was thinking about talking to you regarding the way you should build expectations about your digital product. My purpose for this video today is to help you understand if your expectations regarding your digital product are accurate or not by sharing with you our development journey with one of our projects. I really think that our mistakes will help you. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our previous mentioned client and walk you through his journey. When we first met, the client presented to us his idea and the fact that he wanted to change the face of fintech in his country. He strongly believed that he could build a more competitive product, a product that could be used by every individual, not only experts in financial data. He had great expectations from his product, but the exact plan on how he was going to do that was more or less missing. The fact that he had an idea was great, but as we've told him, you can't build expectations regarding the product only on an idea. So, having that in mind, we started building a development plan for his entire project, and afterwards we decided on the features that were to be implemented in the MVP of the project. At that particular time, money was an issue, so we needed to implement only the core of the project. On the other hand, our client started building a plan regarding the marketing and getting aboard an external investor in order to build the entire project that we previously planned. He also took some time into studying the competition, but he was more focused on the design that he started to draw. Now, before continuing with the story, please have in mind that we were in the second year of our activity and we didn't know a lot of the things that we now know. We started building the MVP with a design that the client drew on a piece of paper. No Figma, no Photoshop, no proper design. Cool, right? When we were ready, we presented the project to the client and guess what? He didn't actually like it. He was expecting something else, something more appealing. He expected too much from the design part, based only on what he drew with a pencil on a piece of paper. He thought that we would do something great, that we would improvise. It was only at that point that he showed us a template that he liked, that would meet his expectations regarding the feel and look. Perfect, we said. Let's use it. Let's get the design to your expectations. So we changed the design of the interfaces that we had using the template that we bought. And it wasn't easy, even if it sounds like that. That was the point in which the design met with his expectations. Now we had an MVP that looked nice but only had one feature, basically the core of the product. We were now expecting real customers and an investor to join the company and help us take the product to the next level. That wasn't that easy because our only feature was not very convincing either for users or for the potential investors. They thought, and I quote, "That's too little. We already have this feature on our current product," or "We need to see something more, maybe a couple more features and some customers." Again, we expected too much. But why didn't users start using our platform? Why didn't investors feel like investing in the product? Well, because we didn't study the market long and thoroughly enough to see that our only and main feature was already incorporated in our competition's product. We basically had no differentiators. To be honest, we were a little bit disappointed. But in order to improve our product, we collected feedback from the potential investors and interest users regarding the features they might like and use on a daily basis. Now, we had to go back to the drawing board, and this time we thoroughly studied our competition, their features, flows, and how their product interacted with their users. We also took into consideration the feedback that we collected, and we added some small but important new features. At this point, we were a more attractive MVP. We started having real users that paid subscriptions in order to use the platform. From this point of view, we now met our expectations. I believe that a key part was the fact that we became partners with our client in this point of the project. He was very open to us and said, "Guys, I have no more money. I need these new and complex features, and if you believe in this project, please join me and I will offer you some shares." Long story short, we said yes, we became partners, and we implemented the new features. Guess what? Not long after this, the first investor showed up after we participated with the project at a conference and we received the first investment in our product. We were so happy. We were now able to further develop and enhance the product. Only now we can say that we meet our expectations regarding the investor. Now, as we are speaking, we are fighting with two other competitors from our country, and we have plenty of deals with huge corporations that use our platforms. We still have to change the fintech face in our country. We haven't yet met that expectation, but I can now say that we are on the right way. Now, allow me to go back to my promise from the beginning of the video, helping you to understand if your expectations are accurate or not regarding your digital product. If you have an idea but you don't have an accurate plan, you're probably expecting too much from your product. Having goals is great, but you should also have a plan to execute it. Regarding the design part of your product, don't expect the developer to create a design. Help him. Use a designer and the tools specifically for this task. You may think that it's going to cost you more, but long term you will be happier with the result, and so will your clients. Study your market and build the product around it, more specifically around the market's needs. You might find yourself in the situation that you are expecting users to buy your product, but they won't, because they can already use a different product that does the same thing. Don't expect people to invest in your project just because you build it. Your product should be useful to them and should convince them that they can make money by investing in it. I hope that now, after viewing this, you will be able to have a more realistic expectation about your product and what you want to do with it. Aim high, plan, and execute. If you want our input on any of your digital projects, feel free to book in a free strategy call with me. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can't build expectations regarding the product on only an idea. Regarding the product and his feature, we were not expecting real customers. They thought that, and I quote, was too little. We want